Doing stand-up during the pandemic, comedian Steve Trevino from right here in the Gregory-Portland area. This morning, we're hearing from him about how to keep the laughter going all during the pandemic, as well as his efforts to help our veterans. Our Cordero McMurray sits down with America's favorite husband on this episode of Pop Culture 101.
Yeah, it makes me feel weird. I feel bad.
Welcome to another episode of Pop Culture 101. I'm Cordero McMurray, and joining me is comedian, writer, and producer Steve Trevino. Thank you so much for joining me, Steve. How are you?
You're welcome. Pop culture. I don't know. I mean, I'm in that old group, right, with all the married people. I don't know if I'm part of pop culture. My nieces the other day said, they go, "Say less," and I go, "What?" And they go, "No, it's the thing we say." And I was like, I don't even know what they say anymore.
Right.
Babe, it took a pandemic to get you to clean.
Now you're currently on tour. Talk about that and what it's been like doing stand-up comedy during the pandemic.
It's funny because life gives you these things where you get taught lessons, and one of those things was, I was like, oh my God, I'm tired of being on the road. I'm running around the country and I just need a break. Well, they gave me one, and it made me realize that I love doing stand-up. I love being on the road, and it was just gave me an appreciation for my life.
Game of Thrones, shop for me, fight the plague. Don't touch my car, peasant.
You talked about a lot of things I think that we all had to do or are continuing to do in this pandemic. How did you kind of just come up with this idea and connect those two things?
I always look for the positive, and I always look for the glasses half full. And my wife and I, through 2019, were desperately trying to get pregnant and really wanted to be pregnant. We had suffered a miscarriage, and we weren't able to get pregnant. And all of a sudden, during this quarantine, we got pregnant. And that was a blessing for us and something really special. And I had to talk about it, and I had to get on stage and let people know that not only did it happen to me, but it happens to a lot of people.
What is Kiki doing here? Well, she's gonna do my hair. Why is she sneaking in the back? Well, it's illegal.
You love giving back to the community, specifically through an organization called Helicopters for Heroes that benefits veterans. How important is this organization for you?
What people don't realize is that we have lost more veterans to suicide than we have in the Vietnam War. Helicopters for Heroes for me is a way to channel my energy, use my celebrity to raise money. And I'm proud to say that last year we raised $500,000, and 98% of that goes back to our veterans.
I don't know if you went to the Home Depot during the Rona, but it was like a nightclub in Vegas. You had to wait in line.
That was comedian Steve Trevino, everybody. He is on tour now, and more dates will be announced as venues continue to open.
For more information on that, Helicopter for Heroes, and to see my full interview with him,
visit our website at christv.com. And before we go and head out, always remember, if it's pop culture, it goes through me. I'm Cordero McMurray, Chris 6 Sunrise.
You know what? I love that. All we need is more laughter, especially during the pandemic. When's a good time you had a good... Stephanie's here now. I almost said Michelle. So, that's our HR director. No, this morning, Stephanie, when's a good time you had a good belly laugh? If Paulo like that.
I don't know. We get some laughs here in the morning.
Any morning, I guess.
Any morning.
Any morning's a good time for some laughter. And I liked how he said in that piece that the pandemic really made him appreciate being on the road. And I think it's made a lot of us
and didn't he
appreciate
say
the little things.
That's when they got pregnant, too.
Well,
So
there you go.
Everything happens for a reason.
You got to find your silver linings.
Right, and you got to find your microphone, which
Yeah.
is on now.